some of the things that come with a role page in Business Central is not just being able to navigate around easily, but for instance, getting these insights that you can set up. And this is telling me what my best selling item was, maybe even the last week. In addition to, at a glance, how am I doing with sales for the month? What are my overdue invoices? Over here, Cortana Intelligence is set up in Azure to help me. It helps predict invoices that are going to be overdue based on whatever kind of elements I want to put in that experiment in Azure that helps me predict overdue invoices. But at any point, I can come in and click on the overdue sales invoices, and I'm immediately brought right into the list of overdue sales invoices where I can scroll over. I can see the amounts and what is going to be overdue, their due date, etc. So those kind of things, along with tiles. So under the ongoing sales area here, I see quotes, orders, and invoices. Same with on the purchasing side. Now again, it shows me I have 12 sales orders, and clicking on that takes me right into the sales order list. I can expand that screen to make it a little bit bigger. I can see the shipping status, the dollar amount that's been shipped, and the amount of the actual orders themselves. So clicking on that tile takes me right into the live sales order list. It's doing other things, calculating average collection days, tracks emails that I've sent. Maybe if I have OCR, it's tracking incoming documents, so POs that I want to be able to turn into, if I've got an OCR service running with that, as well as tracking emails that I've sent in the last, 30 days, etc. There's also embedded information as we move down further. So like under a business performance, I can see my top 5 customers and hover over and see the actual sales amount from there. I can pin my favorite GL accounts. So again, if AR is a hot button for me and I always want to see what my AR position or my checking account position is, I can see those numbers and they're hyperlinked. Then by clicking on them, it takes me into the actual transactions that make up that net number of 1638. So other information you can see here, I can have my trial balance surfaced. And then finally, I have got Power BI. So I'm looking at a Power BI report here. And for those of you not familiar with Power BI, I do have it open. I'm going to go into it really quick. I can create reports in Power BI, which is what happened here. I created a report. I published it to Business Central. And so what I'm seeing here is the actual live Power BI report, and I can pop it out to its own screen, or I can go into Power BI. And here's the actual report, and I can get into the data behind it if I wanted to. But, for instance, if I like one of these elements on the report, I can always take that element and let's take the quantity sold, and I'm going to pin it to a dashboard that I can create. And once I create a dashboard, now I can share that. I can create it to a phone look or a mobile or a desktop look. But more importantly, I can share the dashboard with other people. So if I go to that dashboard that I would have created, and you can see I added that tile there. But now that I've got this dashboard, it's actually going to allow me to do more things than just share it, but it's going to allow me to interrogate my data. So let's come in here. I went into the Q&A piece on the dashboard, and let's say I want to create a report to see sales by item number and customer. So I start to key it in, or if I turn on Cortana Voice, I could just say it. I want to see sales by item number and customer as a stacked bar. And so that quick, I've created that report. If I don't want it as a stacked bar, and maybe I would want it as a table. there's my data as a table, or I might like it as a matrix. The possibilities are endless with what you can do with Power BI integrated with your Business Central data.